See, I'm not going to use the mic, so please, let's say for the last row especially, please listen actively. Okay? Sir told, see, Hari told, let's say for here it is not diversity, but I see there no, this time it's exactly with no male and that time it's the female. I don't know whether you have noticed or not. Second very important thing is, Russell was saying that no, there is some, let's say for, what is it, sweet. Okay, others are very around it. Okay, with this, let me start. Okay, I know my voice is very audible there. Right? Quite often, we get betrayed by people. Sometimes by friends, sometimes by co-workers, sometimes by neighbors. But I can't believe even my parents were betrayed me. Yes, you heard it right. My parents were betrayed me. My sister was married at the age of 18. My brother who was tied the knot when he was 21. For me, 18, 21, 25, 27, 32. By the time I got married, all my friends were married and some of the children started attending the family wedding. My dear, married and to be married. Please. If I ask you, what's your goal? A few years ago, or some of you, a few decades ago, or even with very, very few of you, your previous birth, you might have said that a gym or career. But for me, it's always marriage. Whichever first January may be, I always take only one resolution to get it married. This was not at the age of 29, 25 or 20, but at the age of 10. I always used to cry when my parents were refused to take me to the wedding. Well, many of my peer kids were used to cry for Kit Kat. I used to cry for getting married. But I had my own way like a superstar. I always sneak into any other wedding that is happening with my relatives or neighbors. Wearing my grandma cataract sunglasses, applying layers of Fair and Lovely and shiny shirt with the knee-length shorts. For every wedding which I attended, I just waited for that one moment. Just before the muhurtam, hoping the bride would stand up and shout, "No, stop the marriage, I don't like the group, get me someone better." At the time, I would write like a video, "Na irke ma." That is what Tamil cinema taught me about the marriage. After attending at least 100 weddings with 0 proposal, at the age of 32, I gave up. Then my mama convinced me to give his daughter hands to me. Now, honestly raise your hand. How many of you did not like upma? We do. Okay. Mama could know upma or ududaka. We always get it when there is nothing absolutely available.
This is recorded.
But her name is Kebalata. Okay. She is like a Bengali or something. I look like a Tamil Nadu Lojam. Our son is like a filter coffee. Dark outside but sweet inside. Our first year was like Indian one movie. Full of romance, thrill, humor. Every text had an emoji. Every argument had an apology. Even an angry face looked like a movie poster. After that, it was like we came to no romance, no thrill, no humor. Just one word response. Okay. No thrill, only a grocery bill. And hanging this photo. No more movie poster. It's like a time scene photo. After a few years, we realized that there is nothing common between you. Okay. I like superstar. She loves power star. I wake up with sunrise. She wakes up with Netflix. I like summer. She likes winter. I like chicken biryani. She does not like. She is the biryani psycho, like a Karthik character in a Kaiti movie. The only thing common between us is our wedding anniversary. That too, she celebrated in the morning, I celebrated in the evening. Okay. My wife is not a lawyer. Okay. But when it comes to argument, suddenly she became a JP Surya. Okay. So most of her argument like this. On 14th February 2017 at 7:25 p.m. while standing near the showcase facing the east side, you said this. For me, how can you remember everything that happened 7 years ago? For me, I easily forget what was the appraisal feedback before the only after the marriage, I realized that why women are Hindi. Balaji, Karthik. It's a red alert signal telling to the husband one wrong word, one wrong action, then everything that will come out from the date of marriage. Dear husband, when you see the red icon on her face, which means the recording is on. See how many recording is going on now. Some of you know that I'm a data scientist. After a lot of research and careful observation, I find the way to lead a peaceful life to your neighbor wife. Sorry, to your wife. Okay. This is the ultimate escape technique for the poor as well. Okay, do you want to know that? Make some noise.
Yes.
So there are 4 golden rules you need to follow. Rule number 1. Here, you are always right. And rule number 2. Sorry, it was my mistake. And rule number 3. I'm so lucky to have such a beautiful wife. And the rule number 4 that is more important, that is follow rule number 1, 2, 3. Dear colleague, married life is like a night journey. And definitely it's not a highway. Sometimes you find the smooth road, sometimes you find the U-turn, sometimes you find the speed breaker, sometimes you find the emotional total. Yes, my sister was married at 18, my brother at 21, me at 32. Initially, I thought my parents were rejecting me. But later, I realized that they were just buying the time to grow, time to fail, time to figure it out, who am I? So that I can select a perfect alliance, not very difficult alliance. So thank you, Amma Appa, for the delayed drama and that discounted Mama Puna. Best wishes for the men who are already married here, and for the bachelors, we are still time, including you. Enjoy. Happy Diwali.